nice, mid-game setup with all the picks that they have here. Early game may be a little bit tough for the Sejuani. We'll have to see.
It is a nice comp here for the side of MKOI. Ooh. That is a set top lane.
I kind of like it.
I have no idea how it does into Ambessa.
Nor do I, but I can search the internet, and that is my friend, the power of Analytics. Shout out Analytics, appreciate that website. But also, versus Jojopyun on this Talia.
And now it's BB on the spicy counter pick into Mirwin. A little bit of sides reversed here. We'll see if he's able to make a better use of the lead that he's able to build up, or if he's even able to build up a lead in the first place. Very curious to see how this matchup will unfold.
And I was a pretty big believer in Winter that Mirwin was the best, or at least top 2 in terms of the Ambessas we saw on stage. Not sure if this matchup he has a lot of experience with. Set obviously a much less popular champion.
Adam, I remember being a very good set.
Yeah.
If they play the team fights well and they're able to a little bit of trading here in bot lane.
Knock up there, 3 stacks on the Hansama, but no spells to proc from Supa. More set of autos, the heal force. Unfortunately, during the heal debuff from Lebrov's Ignite. T2, I think nice decision to force a bit there, knowing that Supa really only one opportunity to proc spell. Flash back from Supa. All some's gone. Hansama, both still up and available. That's going to be big for the next few minutes. I mean, Scumon's going to have his pick of the litter in terms of lanes to gank or pressure. Elyoya wants to get something done here.
They want to try to cheese here since Lebrov held the wave.
Okay, MKOI Classic on the flash pay. Are they ready for it? The answer is no. Q flash coming in from Elyoya. First blood there for MKOI.
That's a clean cheese here. They bait Lebrov to try to hold the wave, and he has no flash due to the early skirmishes. And it's an easy pickup from MKOI. And now they get to crash this. We can test the grub spawning at 6 minutes. If they can do so, it's going to be huge for G2, as the traditional early game we see is just you trade grubs for Drake always.
Yep. Elyoya already has the setup on the top side. Recalls for Hansama now. Won't be in time for the grubs. Instead, they're going to stick around bot lane and just try to pressure. Neither side.
He's all alone.
Cleanse still there.
Take me home.
Country roads. Okay, Supa, can he get fancy? Ignite to kick things off to make sure that he's taking aggro. Lebrov tanking, happy to give his life in the 1-for-1. Still a positive deal. So much CS lost.
That feels terrible for Supa here. He's going to lose a wave and a half. With Jojopyun actually picking up a little bit of that wave, it does help a little bit, and also able to push it out.
But you're excited.
Nice.
That's what matters. We did see upset build earlier today too on the Xayah, which I like.
Yeah, but it was nice.
Mirwin going all in. Ooh, good flash from Broken Blade. Nice reaction speed. Mirwin needing to back up now, but the ulti in the flash to the side. Broken Blade won't be able to get the 2-for-1 special as Elyoya finds the stun. Does not stop the haymaker, but in goes Alvaro. He's still up. Elyoya's still living. There's no damage left for LeBron. MKOI outplaying the exchange. Jojopyun here just in time. Pick up a kill for himself.
Alvaro's a miracle worker here. He's able to save Elyoya, and Mirwin is somehow able to buy so much time. That Broken Blade gets so close to getting 2 kills, but he gets nothing.
Now, and a little bit more comfortable gold difference for the side of MKOI, as well as the first feat of warfare. They have only taken 1 objective so far, but it does mean if they take a tower, they'll be able to grab the feat, which is really big for Varus. Again, likely to build the Swift March.
Alvaro
caught here, level 5. Good initial dash back. Elyoya dashing out. Jojopyun taking a bit of time. Marked up. Does still not have the minefield. No Unraveled Earth makes this a little bit harder. Flash commit for Caps. Level 9 there for Jojopyun, trying to hold on. Good flick back. Good follow. Supa here as well. A good ulti could change everything. And now the Zin's in trouble. MKOI once again turning G2. Getting
my God!
Elyoya with a double, and now it's Hansama. All on his lonesome. Going to flash away from a very public execution.
And MKOI are just kiting it out beautifully. Able to trap Caps in, and they just barely don't have enough damage. And it's the story of this game. G2 are so close, but they can't quite finish it. And it's not enough. It's back. Because we've seen that he... Oh, maybe Elyoya might be in trouble here.
This bottom Q in. Should just be a quick kill here. Nice way to kick things off. Elyoya did not think he was on vision. They knew exactly where he was.
Well, LeBron can't bounce back, I suppose.
Well, we'll see. But it's a good question, right? I mean, we were talking about it earlier, and it's such an interesting story of 2 teams. Whenever any team fails to meet their expectations, I think it's always easy for anyone who's watching to be like, oh, it was this one thing. It was the draft. It was this. It was this. And I think for MKOI, a lot of that criticism was thrown at JoJo. For the side of G2, a lot of it was thrown at LeBron.
Yeah.
Both of those players, while this game, in the grand scheme of things, not the biggest deal, I think for both of them, this split is so much more about showing what they can do, showing that they can be the reason that their team wins in those clutch moments.
Yeah, and for me, one of the interesting things... Oh, might have a fight here.
Rob marked up. Alvaro debating if he wants to chase. Good knock up there. Follow through good as well. Alvaro just continuously CC'd.
Set TP behind.
Walk away thus far. Supa already used ulti. Now has used Ghost Blade as well. Broken Blade ready to go. Charm from Alvaro is good. Knock up from Alvaro is good. Saving his support slice. But G2 will still grab 2.
Caps just solo killed JoJo on bot. The wall to kind of bait MKOI further in, and that way, when the set TP comes through, they're able to actually just run them down.
Was a good look. Next objective now getting started. Flip back onto Skewman, an excellent start. Still has the ulti. Supa losing a bit of damage there, but we'll finish the kill. 3 grubs, all 6 grubs in the end. Likely to go over to MKOI. G2 going to try to respond with a bit of prio in mid. Keep in mind, Broken Blade already pushing in a wave. JoJo Peen will answer, but Caps getting a free wave in bot. He has just been quietly here in bottom lane the entire game once he got out of mid, farming a couple plates, getting a bit of a gold lead for himself.
Oh, LeBron.
Locked up.
That'll be fine. I do think Skewman there maybe thought that JoJo would be catching that bot wave, matching Caps, but an intelligent roam from JoJo here to open up top towards his grubs allows them to get an easy kill on Skewman, and that's 6 grubs going to the side of MKOI.
6 grubs, a big start. Broken Blade finally going to show himself. Was hiding in the brush there for a minute. Now just going to try to clear that wave. So, mid-game, they get a big objective. I think those 6 grubs can still feel so impactful.
Yeah.
But for right now, G2 having that back pocket win condition of the soul, of a Hextech soul in the second game is excellent.
It's going to be a fight here over the Herald.
TPN.
Caps TPing behind. Has a flank.
In mid lane, spotted by a bit of vision there, so they'll know he's coming, but Supa's really low. LeBron flash in, Hook managing to connect on that key target. Supa now forced to flash out using an ulti of his own. JoJo Peen laying down some consistent damage. Great far assault coming in. G2 could knock it away, and finally the MS is coming into the fight. Ulti goes out, but Mirwin was unstoppable. His show not getting stopped today. MKOI finding another fight, but Broken Blade trying to get fancy with it. Oh, the W flash! Wanting a bit more, but it will just be the 1-for-1 in that exchange.
My goodness, and every single fight starts out looking so good for G2, but then MKOI are able to bait them in, turn it around, and with the help of JoJo and Mirwin, they're able to pick up 2.
MKOI getting a lot of value out of their CC.
Another Herald start here. G2 are looking like they want to contest, but it's going to be hard to enter, and I do think Broken Blade could just trade for tier 2 bot. He does have TP though. They might just try to fight it.
Trying to get Skewman, hoping for a bit of an angle here. Knock up, still connecting onto Skewman. Flash out just in time.
TP from JoJo here.
Nice body from Alvaro.
Very good body block. JoJo is able to defend that crucial tier 2 build on Ari if you're more of a scaling champion, or if you still have very much the same identity. You're definitely a lot more sticky. You can play fights much slower. We've seen Caps play thus far. It's going to be JoJo picking up the... Oh, BB!
Ulti back. Unstoppable now going in. Gonna get caught. Doesn't get hit either. Broken Blade going to be the one in trouble. Backstep is decent, but he loses his life.
Mirwin is stalling on him. Flash him backwards with the public execution in front. It's almost able to take down Broken Blade. JoJo ends up TPing in. I wish he continued pushing down that bot side, so he'd be able to deny a lot of minions off of Caps, but it is still going to be a free kill for the side of MKOI.
Ready for the fist fight, and again, they'll have mid priority. Immediately transition into Drake with a threat of Otacon. Caps is pushing that top wave, so they have a little bit of side lane threat, a little bit of side lane pressure. 2 items essentially completed across the board for everyone in the game except for supports, so if you can get a 5v5, it's a pretty even fight. However, Broken Blade just now respawning. The good news, a member with TP, but the Drake is already gone. MKOI not going to overcommit for an Otacon here.
Nice. That's really good pick tools. But the 5v5, I'm not sure if they're winning it.
All I'm saying is, Elyoya is committed to building nothing but HP. So there is an angle as the initial fight breaks out. Charm goes a little bit wide, doesn't quite connect onto Alvaro. The TP now coming in as the
TPing
tower falls. Broken Blade on the flank. MKOI, patient, fighting for mid prio first. Good fundamentals. G2 getting zoned off, respecting it. Do have push in bot if they want to try to play through bot, but really have to be careful because, again, it's not just about the Otacon. That mid lane tower very exposed.
I think it's a bit of an awkward standoff. They're not really able to get anything out of it. They're going to get some damage on the mid. Oh, they're actually going to get the full tower with the 6 grubs. Wow.
And now, I think Mr. Jack Spectra.
I mean, if you give every Drake after the second Drake, yeah. But if you don't, then Drakes are pretty OP.
Okay, yeah, sure. Look, now MKOI solid gold lead.
Ooh, Caps is taking a crazy
tricky,
portal.
But spotted. The entire team ready. Charm there, forced to ulti, staying in the area, not gonna let the Heartsteel get procced.
Caps is so cocky, it's crazy.
I think it's just a bit of fake pressure. They just don't have enough info on the rest of G2. They don't want to overcommit. Happy with just the ulti. Charm, luckily not hitting, and it might be Skewmon who's in trouble. Hansama on his lonesome. Supa not going to overcommit.
It's so disjointed from MKOI.
It's collapsing on who? Broken Blade potentially ready to fight things. Just wants Elyoyo to line up for the play. The charm is in, but Mirwin's going to be the one to kick off things first. The knockback on Alvaro's huge. He uses this as a highway just to get to the back line, but Broken Blade almost able to find that kill. Locket coming in clutch. Q over the wall from Supa does a bit of damage. The G2 were forced away.
And it's MKOI with the advantage at every turn. Caps wastes his ulti, and it's MKOI that are able to just slowly herd them, start the fight. Mirwin with a beautiful public execution is able to take down Caps, and that's going to be the Otacon going over to MKOI.
Fantastic game from MKOI. Again, these fights you highlighted from the top side fight where G2 pushed just a little bit too far. They've been learning after every single exchange that MKOI just have more.
This Runa's Otacon feels great when you already have 2 Hextech Drake here going over to the side of MKOI, and I don't think G2 can really get much of anything. I don't think they can start the Nash.
And I think G2 know that they can't realistically contest the Drake.
They could try to play on Mirwin.
Losing Baron. So instead, you're right, they're collapsing on a side lane. You can see the mini-map there. Drake goes down, triple Hextech. You already talked about it with the additional buff coming in for the Runa's Otacon. Spots Hansama, this could turn against them very quickly. Nice volley. Ward behind as well, doing a lot of work as Caps is now on the flank. No vision in the brush means he has to be careful. Jojo Pune stepping in, Skewmon getting the fight kicked off. Ulti going in from Broken Blade, exactly what he's waiting for. Supa now split from the rest of the team. Good Q over the wall, but Caps is standing on the side. Mirwin needs to make the difference. He finds 1, he finds 2. Mirwin needs to keep this train going. Jojo Pune. Carry threats on both sides. Skewmon now running. Hansama already deleted MKOI.
Supa?
Good angle. Pullback isn't going to get there. The Facebreaker not connecting. Broken Blade trying to get a bit of work done. A little bit more damage. Maybe the Haymaker will not connect. Flash committed. The charm. Caps finding another. Jojo Pune and Mirwin chasing. Broken Blade not going to be able to escape. Double kill coming through. There might not be a smite, but MKOI are going to get the soul.
And MKOI will take the Hextech soul. And with 4 Hextech Drakes and the Otacon buff, they are feeling very good about themselves. And it's a beautiful fight here from G2. Yeah, definitely, especially now into the Hextech slow. The problem is that all you need is to really land 1 skill shot inside of MKOI, and it slows down all of G2 so much.
Yeah, this is the fear, the situation that MKOI are very excited about. Getting G2 to fight into this choke point. TP now coming in. That's going to be Caps. Broken Blade recalling first.
Oh, good wall by Jojo here.
4K. MKOI, do they want to risk the 50-50? Wall good. 3K, they don't want to get it lower. They'd rather have the 5v5. Nice ulti coming in from BB. There's the Haymaker. Huge damage onto Supa, but not quite the true damage. Caps getting lower and lower. But Mirwin does so much damage. Hansama gone in the blink of an eye. It started well. The perfect settle, but it wasn't enough. Caps running for the hills. TP's mid lane. They don't even need the Baron. They'd rather have the game.
And that's going to be game for MKOI here. It's a beautiful team fight from Mirwin. BB with a hero play, a great settle, but this Abessa is just so broken. She's taking down every single G2 member 1v4. She doesn't care, and that is going to be the Nexus going over to MKOI.
6-0-6 for Mirwin. The counter pick in the previous game was good in lane, but this one good across the entire game. 37 minutes in, 21-8, 5K lead for MKOI as we go to match point. This first best of 3 between these two teams.
And how happy I am to see us going to